Test, test. do, 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 do. Alright guys, we'll be starting in just a minute here. I'm still getting things set up. Alright. See if I can get this sound a little better here. It's cranked all the way up, so I don't know what the heck is going on there, but okay. Alright guys, this is your host, Nighty Jester. Welcome back to Inside Pitch Baseball. We've actually got, I can't actually see it, but I've actually got the new version of Inside Pitch Baseball. 1.2.2. It's taken me a while to get the file that I need, because if you transfer your Inside Pitch account from one computer to another, you have to pay for an extra license, which I'm not very happy about. Not real happy about that situation. So I paid him the extra money so I could get the new file or the new license on the new computer, and then had to back up the old save file, and hopefully everything's working. We can see we're in game number 30 here. Kansas City is 17-12, winning the last two games against Milwaukee. We got a last game of the 3-game series today. And if you're joining me in the chat, if you let me know how the sound sounds, because like I said, this will be my first broadcast with the new computer, so I want to make sure everything's set up and working. Well, let's hope it is. So 17-12, game number 30. 3-game series against Milwaukee. Willie Wilson, Steitzer, De Los Santos, Jim Eisenreich, Pat Dabler, Bo Jackson, Bob Boone, Frank White, Kurt Stillwell, and Charlie Rebrandt. Lefty on the hill. Against Molitor, Sheffield, Yout, Deere, Braggs, B.J. Shuroff, Dave Engel, Joey Mauer, and Jim Gartner. Chris Bozio. Max Cornelius is in the house. Hey, check the volume. Let me know if the volume sounds okay to you. If you're just joining me, Max, this is my first live stream on my new computer, so I've had to reset everything up from scratch. So I don't know if there's anything out of place or not. Let me know if you get a chance. That'd be great. Hopefully Max is doing well. Alright, so 3-game series. First two go to Kansas City. Let's see if we can get this last one here. Bozio. We didn't look at Bozio. Let's look at Bozio. 15-10. He has not played against Kansas City yet. 2.95 ERA, 234 innings, 225 hits, 173 strikeouts, only 47 walks. The sound is fine. I can hear you. Is it loud enough? I noticed the last couple of recordings have been a little bit soft. So I'm trying to make sure the volume is actually loud enough. Now let's see how that goes. Alright, it was a 5-6, which is a range play here for Willie Wilson. And a 3-6 that is into left field. Braggs cannot find it as it rolls all the way to the wall. And a leadoff double for Willie Wilson. That's the way to go, boys. He wanted to steal now. Now with nobody out, we're not going to steal. Kevin Steitzer, 5-4, and he waits on the pitch. Here it comes. This is against the righty. That's going to be a single past Gardner, and coming around to score. 2 batters in, and it's 1-0 Kansas City, just like we planned it. Luis De Los Santos, 4-1. Right-hander. Righty on righty matchup. 5-6 ground ball hit to short. Forced out his second fielder's choice, one away. Jim Eisenreich, 5-6, another range play. 1-3. That's going to be a double into left field, unless Braggs can steal it, and he does. A diving stop there, and that's unfortunate. Pat Tabler, right fielder, 2-3. Come on, Pat, we need a base hit here. 62. Well, there's a single into right field, and going around to third will be DeSantos. So brings up Bo Jackson 2 away here, top of the first. Bo Jackson 1-2, and no walk for Jackson. 1-2, and that's going to be a single into right field. And going first to third is Pat Tabler, as he doesn't have to wait on it. Off on the pitch. And another run is across. The sound could use a little boost, says Max Cornelius. So how do I boost it? That's a good question. That, my friend, is a good question. Still trying to figure that out. I've got it. I got it at 100% volume. Maybe if I move the microphone closer. I'm just trying to think here. Audio settings. Oh, let's see. Here's audio settings. Let's see what's in audio settings. Microphone. Volume range. Let's go up to 120%. All right, let's apply that. All right, tell me if the sound is any louder. Doesn't look like it because I have a little bar underneath my sound that every time I talk it, you know, shows the volume going up and down. Silence detection. Threshold. Let's go into our actual sound settings here. Recording device. Microphone. Can we configure our microphone? No, I don't want to configure it. I just want to adjust the volume on it, please. Properties, maybe. It's recording sound. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Properties. Microphone. All right, maybe that. It was at 95. I turned it up to 100%. Don't know if that sounds any better. Max, if you're in the chat still, let me know. It does look pretty soft. I wonder if my microphone is having issues. I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on. All right, what about that? Is that any better? Playback. Speakers. Let's go into volume mixer. All right, let's see here. Hello, let's see. Speakers. Headphones. Test, 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 test. Well, yeah, I've got it. Alright, let's go in and adjust this again. Default microphone, we're going to crank that up to about 100, let's go to 200%. Alright, so let me know if that's too loud or if that's better. I think it is boosting it a little bit now. Let's go up to, say, about like this. Alright, so let's try that for a little bit. Not sure if it has anything to do with the settings, though. Anyways, try it out. Let me know. We're 2 outs here and still in the top of the first. Bob Boone's up. Bo Jackson with the base hit and an RBI. 2-0 Kansas City, 1-5. And striking out to end the inning will be Bob Boone. 2 runs on the board here in the top of the first. Charlie Rebrandt comes out. Let's check out Charlie. He's 3-3. 4.62 ERA, 39 innings pitched, 54 hits, 20 strikeouts, 10 walks so far. He's going to be facing off against Molitor here. 1-3. Molitor strikes out on a 3-2 curveball. Gary Sheffield, shortstop. 6-4, and that is a home run by Gary Sheffield. Wish we could get a home run. That'd be nice. We haven't had a home run in like 10 games. Robin Yount, center fielder, and just cut back into that lead here. It's now 2-1. That's going to be single into right field. Charlie Rebrandt, a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the first. Rob Deers had home runs in 2 consecutive games for Milwaukee. 2-4, and that's going to be ground ball. No, that's going to be a single past Stillwell. 2 on, 1 out for Glenn Braggs here, bottom of the first. 2-3. Wow, that 2-3 combo is a bad one. Let's try not to roll that anymore. Well, it still doesn't matter because it's still a single 6. Lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So advancing will be Robin Yount to score, and forced thrown out. Rob Deers, he tries to take third on the throw home. Quick snap down there by Boone to Steitzer, and the quick tag gets him out at third. So tie ball game here, bottom of the first. B.J. Shuroff. Oh, and a range play. Wow. 4-4. It's going to be too short. Stillwell can't make the play. And still the inning continues. 2-1. And a strikeout by Dave Ingles to get out of the first inning. Crazy first inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. Top of 2. Each team with at least 4 hits in the first inning. Frank White. We got a county stadium check here. And that's going to be falling in for a single, but stretches it into a double. Leadoff double. 2 innings in a row, back to back. Leadoff double. 2-6 strikeout for Kurt Stillwell. Willie Wilson 1 for 1 with a double. Willie Wilson waits on the pitch. Here comes 2-3, and that's going to be a fly ball to right. Advancing on the play will be Frank White. 2-A here in the top of the second for Kevin Steitzer. 2-6. No strikeout for Steitzer. And a 53 is a ground ball hit to second for the out. So no runs on 1 hit, no error. Going to the bottom of the second, Joey Mauer. And Mauer strikes out. That's number 3 for Rebrandt. Striking him out. 1-5. Jim Gantner. 6-4. Ground ball to White. 2-A. Back to the top of the lineup. Paul Molitor. 3-5. And 1-3. That's going to be a single in the left field. 2-A here. Bottom of the second. Gary Sheffield with the home run first time up. This time he flies it out to center field. And both pitchers settled down a little bit in the second inning. We go to the top of the top of the third, tied 2-2. Walk, no walk for DeSantos. He's 0 for 1. He's going to get a ground ball to Gantner. One away for Jim Eisenreich for 3. Eisenreich. 1-4 a liner right at Engels. Second out. Pat Tabler for 6. And he's going to strike out to end the third. Going to the bottom of the third, Robin Yount, 1 for 1. Scored a run. 5-2. And a 6-5. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Steitzer. Long throw across the diamond gets him in time. County Stadium check here for Rob Deere. And he's going to ground ball to White, 2-way. Glenn Braggs, left fielder. Glenn Braggs. 5-3 ground ball hit to Stillwell. Stillwell backhands it, throws it on to first, and they get out. 1-2-3 inning. Bo Jackson, 1 for 1, and an RBI. 1-2, and he's going to walk him. He doesn't walk much, but this time he does. Bo Jackson on to first. Bob Boone, 0 for 1. Error possibility for Bob Boone. 5-4, it's a pop-up. No error check on an infield fly. Bo Jackson takes off on the pitch, and he's in there safe. No throw needed there by Scherhoff. 1-2, and no walk by Frank White. 1 for 1 with a double. This time it's a ground ball hit to Sheffield. Sheffield throws it on to first as he holds Bo Jackson on second. Stillwell, 2-6. And Stillwell is going to strike out to end the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors to go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-2 ball game. B.J. Scherhoff. 3-3, and that's going to be a single past White. Can't get that one, and it rolls into left field. B.J. Scherhoff takes off on the play and gunned down by Bob Boone with the cannon rifle arm. Tried to steal on us. That ain't going to happen. No siree. Charlie Liebrandt and Bob Boone get him out at second base. 5-4. Dave Engel. And he's going to single past White. So Joey Mauer with one away here. And that is not going to fall in there. 2-1. That's going to be a double, and that's going to be trouble as Milwaukee takes their first lead of the game here on the double. Coming around to score all the way from first is Dave Engel. 3-6. Jim Gantner 0 for 1. 4-4, and that's going to be trouble too. No, it's actually good as it's a fly ball to center field. No advancement on the play. 2-way for Paul Molitor's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And a 4-5. That's going to be towards our right field. Pat Tabler on the run, makes the catch. 1 run on 3 hits, and Milwaukee has their first lead of the game going into the top of the 5th inning. 3-2 Milwaukee. Willie Wilson 1 for 2 with a double and a run. 1-6 fly ball to center field. Robin Yount waits on it and catches it. 3-5. And Kevin Steitzer. Looked like it hit him, but the ump just calls for the walk there. Kevin Steitzer heads off on the pitch, and stolen base by Steitzer. Gets in scoring position for Luis De Los Santos. Luis, error possibility for Luis De Los Santos. That's going to be a single. Robin Yount coming in to score will be Kevin Steitzer. We got us a tie ball game once again in the top of the 5th inning. Good game. Back and forth. Range play here. Hit them where they're not. 1-6. That's to Deere in right field. Deere can't find it. Loses it in the lights, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Going on to third is DeSantos. Runners on the corners. 1 away for Pat Tabler. And Chris Bozino running into a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 5th. 5-5. Fly ball to center. Is it deep enough? Is it deep enough? Check, check, check. Lead runner advances if roll. All right, so sacrifice fly, and if the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running. Trailing runner, oh yes, he'll advance as well. Check this. Lead runner advances. If the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's base running, no adjustment. The trailing runner advances on the throw. All right, so advancing to second is Eisenreich on the bad throw in by Robin Yount. Gets away from the second baseman there. And taken off is Jim Eisenreich. So 1 on, 2 runs in here in the top of the 5th for Bo Jackson. And he's going to strike out to end the inning. But that's 2 runs on, 2 hits, no errors. Kansas City takes a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 5th. Charlie Leibrandt, 4-5. Sheffield 1 for 2 with the home run today. Fly ball to Tabler in right field. Robin Yount 1 for 2. Robin Yount 4-4. That's going to be a fly ball to Wilson. Wilson on his horse makes a good catch. Tosses it in. 5-5. Rob Deere keeping him from hitting a home run. That would be a good thing, but he still gets a single into center field as Wilson can't track that one down in time. 2-out single by Deere. Glenn Braggs 1 for 2. And that's a walk. And runners on first and second here. They have a little meeting on the mound here with Charlie Leibrandt, trying to settle him down. Trying to get him through the 5th. And that is going to be a wild pitch possibility, and runners are going to advance on the play. Charlie Leibrandt with the wild pitch. 2 outs here, 1-4. B.J. Shuroff's catcher. He's going to have a single in the left field, and coming into scores, Bob Deere. They're sending on Braggs. Braggs comes in as well. And Milwaukee takes a 5-4 lead. Good game, back and forth action here. 3-5. Dave Engel, 1 for 2. He's going to have a grounder to Stillwell. Stillwell flips it over. And it's going to be the out. They get out of the inning with 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. We go into the top of the 6th. Milwaukee 5, Kansas City 4. That brings up Bosio again. Chris Bosio against Bob Boone. This time Boone takes the call, 3rd strike. Frank White 1 for 2 with the double. No walk. And a 34 is going to be a fly ball to Yount in center field. Kurt Stillwell, 2-way here, 3-5. Stillwell waits on a good pitch. Here comes it. Hey, it's going to be a little dribbler to Sheffield, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So Charlie Leibrandt's in a little bit of trouble here. He's facing off against Joey Mauer. That's going to be a strikeout to Mauer. Jim Gantner, 0 for 2 on the day. Jim Gantner waits on a good one. Here it comes, and it's a line shot down the line. DeSantos grabs it, runs to the bag, 2-way. Top of the lineup, Paul Molitor, 1 for 3 on the day, 5-4. Paul Molitor, 2-3. That's a ground ball. We're back to Leibrandt. Leibrandt tosses over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So we're through 6 here. It's 5-4 Milwaukee. Bosio comes back out. He's on his short leash, though, and that's going to be it for Bosio. That is going to be it for Bosio. But you're all going to have to wait a second, as I have to get my 1989 replay going here. American League. We are doing, of course, Kansas City. And, of course, we're in game number... Oops, we got to go to Schedule and results. Now I want to bookmark this or favorite it, whatever you want to call it. Add to favorites. There we go. Fine. Good. We're in game number, what did I say this was? 30? Yeah, game number 30. All right, let's see who Kansas City brought in here. Or, I'm sorry, Milwaukee brought in. Looks like Chuck Krim came in. So, Chuck Krim. Do we want to put him in? Let's see, we got two more righties and a lefty. I think Chuck Krim is a lefty. No, he's a righty. Okay. I will bring Chuck Krim in. Now would be the time to bring him in here. Top of the 7th, nobody out. And Steitzer's due up. Steitzer's 1 for 2 with a walk. And look at that, strikeout by Chuck Krim. Luis De Los Santos, 1 for 3, scored 2 runs on the day. De Santos waits on the pitch, 6-3, and that's a ground ball hit to Engel. And advancing on the play to second will be Wilson. Out at first, 2-away. Jim Eisenreich, the DH today. 5-5 error possibility. Let's see. It's 1-3. It's going to be a double by Eisenreich. No error on the play, and that's going to tie this ball game up here in the top of the 7th. Jim Eisenreich once again comes through for us. Pat Tabler, 4-5. We have a stadium check. 3-4. That's going to be a single past Sheffield off his glove and into left field. Coming around Eisenreich, and he's going to head for home. Slides in, safe. The tag came in just after his hand touched the bag, or the plate, I guess, in this case, because it was at home base. And just like that, Kansas City takes the lead back 6-5. What a game. This is good for our first game with our new computer. Game number 30. Bo Jackson, 1 for 2, 6-4, and he's going to strike out to end the inning. Once again, Bo Jackson opportunity in with the strikeout. So that's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. We're going into the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time. Take me out to the ball game. Hope everyone's stretching out there. Looks like Charlie Lubrad's day is done. Is there going to be bringing in Luis Aquino? Luis Aquino is coming in to pitch against Sheffield, Robin Yount and Deere. Heart of their lineup here. 6-5 lead, 6-2. No strikeout on Sheffield. He waits on the good pitch. Here comes one, 3-4. That's a ground ball. Hits Stillwell. Tosses it to White on to DeSantos. Stillwell couldn't get it over there without the relay, but quick play by Stillwell to get it over there. Fly ball to Jackson. Jackson on the run makes the catch, 2-way. So far Aquino's come in and had a good outing. So far, Rob Deere can change that though with one swing of the bat. This one's off the end of the bat, broken bat. Part of the bat goes towards the pitcher. The ball goes towards Stillwell. Stillwell picks it up, throws to DeSantos. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Quick 7th. We're on to the 8th. 6-5 Kansas City. Bob Boone 0 for 3, not having a very good outing here and striking out for the 3rd time on the day. Frank White 1 for 3 with the big double. And we got a range play at the ballpark. 3-5. That's going to be a single unless Gatner can steal it. And no steal by Gatner as that one's going into left field for the base hit. Whew, they want to try the pickoff. We're going to try the pickoff. No 9. No sir, no good. Kurt Stillwell 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Another error chance here. Stillwell, and he's going to fly ball to Braggs. No error check needed. Willie Wilson, 5-2, and Wilson, no walk. 5-1, it's ground ball hit to Molitor. Molitor crossed the diamond in time. And one hit goes for naught as Kansas City goes to the bottom of the 8th, 6-5. Luis Aquino versus Glenn Braggs, 2-5. And a 1-1. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Stillwell. Stillwell picks it up, throws to DeSantos, 1 away. BJ Shuroff, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs on the day. 3 for 3 for BJ. 1-5. This time it's a ground ball to DeSantos. He's going to take it to the bag himself, 2 away. Dave Engel, 1 for 3. Error possibility. 4-2. It's a liner right at the pitcher who gets it. No error check needed. So going into the top of the 9th, 6-5 Kansas City. Chuck Krim is going to try and gut this out. 6-2. We got a County Stadium check. 1 for 3. Kevin Steitzer. That's a ground ball right in front of the plate, and picking it up is Shuroff. Takes a few steps towards the pitcher mound and guns him out at first. In time, 1 away. Luis DeSantos, 1 for 4. And no check there. And a 4-5. That's a liner right at Gettner. And pitcher must be removed. So Chuck Krim's day is done. Let's see who we got coming up. A lefty and some righties. Well, let's get the lefty in. Dan Plesac there. Dan Plesac, because they only need 1 more out. And it's the lefty Jim Eisenreich, who's having a pretty good day. 2 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a 2-5. That's going to be an automatic ground out here to Sheffield. Going into the bottom of the 9th. Aquedo is on the mound. Do they bring in? They have a righty, a lefty, and then a bunch of righties coming up. He's a lefty. We'll keep the lefty. We're going to keep the lefty for Gettner. The right-hander, Aquedo, is going to face off against Joey Meyer. Uh-oh, error possibility here. Joey Meyer. And he's hit it right at Steitzer, and error on the throw. 1 base error. And that is not the way to get it. We're going to play corners in, and Gettner, they're not going to switch the pitcher because Gettner's going to probably be bunting. He's a good bunter. So we're going to put on the sack. Let's see what happens. 5-3. We got a stadium check. That's a successful sacrifice bunt. Gets the runner over to second. Luis Aquedo against Paul Molitor. Looks like Aquedo is going to stay in the game. The defense has changed what they were going to do. So Aquedo is going to go with the pickoff, though. Pickoff, 1-2-3, and look at that. Picked him off on a 1-2-3. It's a 2. So out on the quick pickoff. You know what? That might have been a hidden ball trick. That could have been a hidden ball trick, as after the slide come in, he faked the throw back to Aquedo, and coming off the bag was Joey Meyer, and then applying the tag is Stillwell. So it could have been the hidden ball trick, but anyways, that's a pickoff, and now there's 2 away, and Milwaukee's down 2, their last out. Paul Molitor, 2-3, and Molitor doesn't strike out. Luis Aquedo going for the complete no. Center field, it falls in. He's a pretty fast runner. Do you risk it? I think we do. I think we're going to try the steal. Boone is a -1. Aquedo is a 0. If he doesn't make it, though. Gary Sheffield is 1 for 4 with the home run. You know what? Sheffield's hit 1 home run. He could hit another one, and it could be a walk-off here. Well, it's a ground ball possibility error. 2-5. That's to Stillwell. Stillwell with a ground error. It's a 1 base error. And runners at first and second as Stillwell bobbles the ball. Kicks it out of his glove as he picks it up. And gives Milwaukee extra life here. In the bottom of the 9th, 6-5 Kansas City. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Robin Yount 2 up. Robin Yount's batting .346 against Kansas City pitching. He's only 1 for 4 today, but tying run is now in scoring in position. Another error check. Oh boy. 3-3. That's a pop-up to Stillwell, and no error check needed as the shortstop Stillwell gets underneath it and makes the catch, and Kansas City sweeps the Brewers in this 3-game series. Let's save these game stats. Make sure we get that sucker done. All right, let's take a look at these game stats, if you don't mind. Let's take a look at these. What a game. It was a nice game. It was a really good one, actually. Back and forth. Each team had their opportunity. So 10 hits by Kansas City. We had 3 doubles, one by Wilson, one by Eisenreich, one by Frank White. We had 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. We had 2 stolen bases, one by Steitzer, one by Bo Jackson. We also had 1 sacrifice fly by Pat Tabler. Bo Jackson was 1 for 3, walked once, struck out twice, and had 1 stolen base, if you guys are keeping track at home. Milwaukee out-hit Kansas City with 12 hits. They only had 1 double, no triples, and 1 home run by Gary Sheffield. They had 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. They were caught stealing once, B.J. Shuroff, and they also had 1 picked off by the pitcher. The winning pitcher is Charlie Rebrand. He goes to 4-3 on the season. 6 innings pitched, gave up 11 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 wild pitch. The loss goes to Chuck Krim, who comes in the 6th inning, pitches 2 2/3, gave up 3 hits, the 1 run, which was earned, and 3 strikeouts. And there you go. From Milwaukee, we are headed off to, I believe we are headed back to home finally. We've had a game at New York, we've had 2 games at Cleveland, and now we had 3 at Milwaukee. If we go home and we go home and face off against the Cleveland Indians in 2-game series. And then Texas comes into town for a 4-game series. So Cleveland and Texas all at home. 6 games coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Fun game, says Max Cornelius. Fun game. It was a fun game. I really think that one turned out really well, as it was a back and forth affair. Both teams scoring lots of runs, coming back. I think there was, after the end of first, it was 2-2. Then Milwaukee took the lead. Then Kansas City took the lead. Then Milwaukee took the lead, then Kansas City took the lead. So it was back and forth. Once again, Kansas City 0 home runs, Milwaukee with 1. I have to go back and watch, but this has got to be at least 10 or 11 games in a row that we have not hit a home run. We've been stuck at where we've been for the longest time. Well, guys, I'll be on later for another doubleheader, probably, where we take a 2-game series against Cleveland at home. This will be game number 31 and 32. Look forward to bringing it to you. Thanks to Max Cornelius for showing up today. Appreciate all your help trying to check on my volume. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. I did crank my microphone up to 200% range, so hopefully I'll just have to talk really, really loud or something. I don't know. Anyways, thanks, Max. Everyone for watching. We'll see you guys next time.